guy had an angle, the defensive back had an angle on him, and he should have got him. But he's just so fast, and the quick move, the little stutter step he put on the safety, it's just fun to see him get in the open field. And you know, we weren't as worried about our running game as everybody else. We knew, you know, we just needed time. This is, you know, our first shot running this, and definitely gives us some confidence. But you know, we weren't deterred by what happened in the first 2 weeks.
Carson, did you audible into that play? It looked like you got to the line and you looked at the defense. Did you change the play? Did you go in with 2 plays?
Yeah, just you know, just a no huddle series, and you know, Coach Knapp had coached us up on what to get to versus certain fronts, certain coverages, certain pressures, and you know, we got them in the right pressure that Coach Knapp had talked about in the week, and Darren, you know, the offensive line obviously opened up a nice big hole, but Darren did the rest.
What does the no huddle do for you in your offense? What did it do for you today?
Well, you know, we're not a 350-pound group across the front. You know, we're an athletic, quick moving group of offensive linemen, and with the speed on the outside. And a lot of the teams we're going to face are big and physical, and we're in really good shape. We practice hard. Guys work out on their own extra, and we want to go into every game in better shape than the opposition. The main thing it does is just tires them out, slows them down, especially when you got big Casey Hampton in there. He doesn't like play after play after play, not getting a chance to huddle up, get in a 3-point stance for sometimes 15, 20 seconds. That wears you out. It gets him out of the game. Obviously, he's one of their better players. So it gets him off the field because he needs to, you know, tap out and get his rest. So, you know, it's an advantage we have over people. We're in better shape. And we can tire out the front, helps the run game, the pass game, everything.
You guys still didn't get the chance to run a lot of plays in the first half of the time possession. You feel at halftime like you'd be able to come out in the second half and move the ball as well as you did?
Yeah, we just need to stay on the field on 3rd down. And they did a good job controlling the clock. It seemed like they kept snapping the ball with 2 seconds to 1 second on the clock. You know, it's a time of possession game with those guys. They're going to play good defense. They're going to run the football, and they're explosive on the outside. So, you know, we didn't get a whole lot of opportunities in the first half. We knew that our defense would get us some stops. They had been talking about figuring some things out, dialing some things up, and got us the ball back a number of times.
Your coach said that this win wasn't special for him, especially because it was the team doing it. But do you think there was a little meaning to this for his first win, and maybe to your offensive coordinator too?
Oh yeah, I mean, the first win for a first-time head coach is huge. I'm proud of Coach. You know, I'm excited and happy with the opportunity, honored to play for him. I think he's going to be I think he is a great coach, but he's going to be a great coach. You know, he's not going to take any credit for anything. That's just his style. I noticed that day one. There is no ego. You know, this is about team. He preaches team all the time. We don't talk about anything other than team when we get in huddles and break huddles. So I'm not surprised to hear him deflect the attention, but I'm happy for him.
Carson, last drive, as you're going downfield and all the craziness that's going on in the crowd, what's on the line, what's it like in that huddle for you when you're running things like that, just trying to get chunks of yards?
You know, a lot of times you play with young guys that, you know, you need to keep their focus, keep their attention, because it is chaotic, especially against a team like that. There's multiple fronts, multiple pressures. But in our group, it's very calm. You know, just calm. You're just playing. Try to make it no different than practice. We do 2-minute situations all the time, every week, every day, or almost every day in practice. So you try to make those situations in practice as game-like as you can, and nothing needs to be said. There's no, you know, cheesy pump-up talks or you know, bring the huddle up and talk about whatever. Let's just go about our jobs. Let's block up front, make plays in the back end, and when they blitz, let's see our hots. And you know, very calm group, especially with Rod Streeter, who's a rookie. Wiz is his first time playing center. There's a lot of calls to be made, a lot of protections things he has to do. He's very calm, very, you know, ice in his veins, and pretty much the whole group's like that.
Carson, one of your teammates said that what you saw today from the offense was just an indication of what you guys can do. The potential is much greater. What do you sense that this offense can do?
We got a long ways to go. You know, we're our 3rd game in. We play. Our schedule is extremely difficult. We play good defenses week in, week out. But I mean, the sky's the limit. There's no doubt. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of things that need to be ironed out. Some situations we put ourselves in. We hurt ourselves today. Just things that when it's your first time running a completely new scheme, it's going to take some time, and it's going to take a lot of work. But our group's ready for the workload.
Carson, as a Southern California kid, do you have specific memories of Marcus Allen, and did it mean anything to you to have him in this game?
It's awesome. Big fan of him. Growing up and going to SC, and you see him on the highlight reels and playing in the Rose Bowl after Rose Bowl after Rose Bowl, it seems. And I've gotten a chance to know him over the years, and I've heard stories. Coach Knapp told me a story when Coach Knapp was playing here, and Marcus was first class from the get-go to Coach Knapp, who was a 9th string quarterback. But that's who Marcus is, first class. It's great to have him back. It's great to see him around here. And being an SC guy and a Heisman guy, I've been a fan of his for a long time. Since I was a little kid.
Darren only had 11
Last
carries
question, please.
going into the fourth quarter. Do you think he needs more carries to get the rushing game going? More touches?
We're not going to just stuff it up in there if they're going to come in and stop the run. We're very capable of throwing the ball on the outside. It wasn't a huge passing day for us as far as big chunk plays and big yardage plays. But we're not going to be stubborn about it and fit a square peg in a round hole. We're going to take our opportunities in the run game when it presents itself. We're going to take our shots on the outside. But yeah, I'd like to hand on the ball every single play, but I also like to throw it on every play. So I'm a little bit biased. But he'll get his carries, he'll get his touches. He's when he rips off a 60-yarder, that's on film now. Every defense coordinator has seen that. There was a guy in the hole to make the play. He made him miss. There was a guy with an angle in pursuit to cut him off. He didn't catch him. That's something you got to focus on as a coordinator when you play us.